All right, let's get into the leg tuck, the number one hated event in the whole entire ACFT, I think, right? So the leg tuck has been a huge problem, as we all know, for certain individuals in the Army, to a point to where they had to make a substitute exercise to get more people to pass the test, which is the 2-minute plank. So I'm guessing the Army was thinking that the core is too weak when it comes to the leg tuck, but my honest opinion is that the upper body strength in general is too weak, okay? Because I don't know if, from where I'm at or where I've been in the Army, but I never really see anybody ever utilizing the pull-up bars. It's like they have cobwebs on them and they haven't been used since, the 60s, right? So, there's pull-up bars everywhere on base, and why we don't see soldiers utilizing them as much as we should is just, I think, because we don't have the proper plans for it, right? So, with that being said, that's my 2 cents. Yes, the core needs to be stronger, but I believe it's total upper body strength with the pull muscles that is lacking. Okay, so let's get into our major and support muscles. We're going to start out, as always, with our AB diagram, anatomy and physiology diagram, where point A, right, this is where we want to start, and point B is where we want to end. Okay, so in order to get from point A to point B, we need to see what muscles are being utilized. This way we can pick the right exercises to be able to do that, right? So major muscles being used, I don't care what anybody says, it's the Latissimus Dorsi. This is where it all starts, okay? So you're pulling with your biceps, right? And then these lats are everything, okay? So it can be a toss-up between biceps and Latissimus Dorsi, but I would lean more towards Latissimus Dorsi. This is your powerhouse. This is what's going to get you that ability to have control and get your knees up to your elbows, all right? And your biceps are a big part of it as well. So these muscles here, your Latissimus Dorsi is right here, and your biceps are obviously in the front of your arms. Your forearm strength. If you can't grip the bar, you can't hang on to the bar, how do you expect to get your knees up? Okay, they need to be strong. If you can't hold onto the bar, you can't do anything, all right? Your front core, obviously, very important. You got to bring the knees to the elbows. That means your hip flexors, your front core, all need to be strong. And then your rear deltoids, believe it or not, are a big part of getting yourself stable on that bar and getting your knees up. Support muscles now, we're going to go with the low back, which is right here, obviously, right? And your rhomboids and your lower traps, okay? So this blue circle right here will indicate exactly where those muscles are. All right, so now that we know the major and we know the support muscles, let's go on to the best exercises to enhance those muscles, to get you more leg tucks, okay? All right, so all we need to do is go over to combatfitnow.com, click on military exercises, ACFT exercises, then the leg tuck. Once we're in here, we're going to get our top 10 exercises, right? Our top 10 equipment exercise, top 5 equipment exercises, and then our top 5 bodyweight exercises. We're going to start with the equipment exercises. So, band assisted pull-ups and chin-ups are by far the best exercise you can do for the leg tuck. And we're going to go over why. The first reason is you can track your progress, okay? When we have bands, we have thick bands and then thinner bands. The thicker the band, the more assistance you get, right? So the more reps you can do. The thinner the band, the harder the exercise is. Now, not only can we track our progress and set goals for using a thinner band, but this allows us to actually get reps. So someone who's not strong enough to do a pull-up, a chin-up, whatever, a leg tuck, this now allows you to get reps, to actually work out. Because if you can't do 1 rep of a pull-up, you can't work out at all, right? So now, this allows us to get reps, get better, and not only that, but have goals so we can get stronger. The next reason why this is the best exercise for your leg tucks is because you're still doing the exercise by yourself. you have assistance, right? But your core is still being utilized, okay? A machine is not pushing you up, and your core, like I said, is the main factor here. That band can go left, right, forward, backwards, right? So you still need to keep your body straight, keep it in a line, and that band allows you to strengthen up your core, but also assist you at the same time. Whereas if somebody's holding your feet or you're at the gym using the machine, your core is out of the picture now. You're just getting pressure from A to B, right? There's no movement left, right, front, or back, okay? So now we can set a progressive goal with the bands, but not only that, but we're using our core as well. And this allows people who are not strong to work out. Also, if you are advanced and you can do, say, 10 pull-ups or chin-ups, the band is still an excellent tool to use, because now if you want to get 20 reps, the band will allow you to get that muscular endurance built, allowing you to do those 20 reps, right? So band pull-ups and chin-ups, #1 go-to. The next one is a core exercise, and I would have to say barbell rollouts. Now, if you have a wheel, they're very cheap, like $10, you can get one, get a wheel. But if you don't, you can just put together a barbell and do this core exercise. And believe me, if it's your first time doing it, you will feel it the next day. Right? And the more you do it, the stronger you'll get, the better your leg tucks will get as well. Bent over barbell rows. Excellent exercise. We have to hold that static hold, meaning our core is being utilized, our low back is being utilized, and we're just using all those muscles in the latissimus dorsis, your biceps, all the muscles we need for the leg tuck. Now, rows, great exercise as well. I call them lat rips, right, with bands. You can also just do kettlebell rows, okay, dumbbell rows if you have dumbbells. But lat rips are excellent, especially at PT. Just wrap it around the pole, rip that band back, lock up those lats, and you'll work the muscles we need to work. Bicep curls, as we all know, getting from here to here, okay, getting your body nice and stable, you need to have strong biceps and strong latissimus dorsis. So the bicep curl is an excellent exercise as well. As for bodyweight exercises, I'm going to assume, because you're in the Army and you're near an Army base, and if you don't own a pull-up bar, you need to buy one, like right now, okay? So yes, you could consider the bar equipment, but for our sake, we're not going to consider equipment. It's a must-have, okay? So you must have one in your house, or you must have one on base, right? So the top 5 would be, obviously, the leg tuck. Practice what you're getting tested on, okay? You can practice on form, practice on like little like cheat codes, right? At the bottom of the rep, kind of kick your feet down so you can get a little bit of a bounce up, and little tactics that if you do more of them, you'll get better at it and you'll get more reps. The next one is the pull-up or the chin-up, okay? Either one. Chin-up would probably say is a little better because you can use your biceps more here, which is kind of what you use with the alternate grip. Or you can do alternate grip pull-ups, right? Same thing. Body rows. Now, body rows you can do on the dip bar, or you can set up a barbell in a rack, right? Like if you're doing bench press. So the ones on the dip bars on base, this is a great spot to start for beginners. Now, once you get a little more advanced, you're going to need to set that bar a little lower so you challenge your core, one, and your lats and biceps more as well. So lower the bar to get more resistance. The V-up, obviously the core is a very important aspect of this event. So we want to do a V-up, not the Army V-up, but I call it the real V-up, where you have to balance on your butt, okay? So everything is coming off the ground except for your butt. And you're really tightening up this core at the top of the rep. Hold that core tight and then come down. Your feet and your hands should both hit the ground at the same exact time. Come back up with control. It's a very good exercise. And last but not least, obviously the plank, right? So we have put a line here to make sure you are doing the plank correctly. If you're training the plank incorrectly, you're not going to get any benefit out of it. So get your butt down, keep your chest up, keep your body straight. And once you start getting good at this, you can start putting weight on your back, right? Like a light sandbag, a plate, whatever it may be. This will challenge you a little more. All right, and that concludes our top 10. As always, tell me what you think. If you think an exercise should be on this list that's not on there, put your input in, right? And like I said, always, like, if you pick an exercise, we will make it. We'll put it on the website. I'll put your name next to it. We can represent your social media, whatever. If you have a website, whatever, we will give you credit for it. Here's the full exercise list in alphabetical order for equipment. And then, as always, the body weight is below it. So it's right here. And if you don't know how to do the exercise, you can just click here. It will take you to the page. It will give you step-by-step instructions on how to do it, and also a video instruction. So I hope this video helps. I'll see you in the next video.